Hi, welcome to the boardshop.co.uk surfboard review. Today we're looking at the new Pyzel boards, starting with the Phantom. Now, unless you've been living under a stone, you'll know that John is world champ. So Pyzel boards are derivatives of the Ghost in most of the competitions. And the Phantom is kind of a step down from the Ghost, if you like. It's a more usable everyday board, especially if you're surfing in the UK or anywhere where waves aren't Hawaii or Indo-esque. So let's have a look around the Phantom. Compared to the Ghost, a little bit wider in the tail, a little bit wider in the nose, gives it a straighter rail line. The concave that runs through the board, in the Ghost it goes single and then inside into a double, and the single concave in the Phantom is a bit more elongated to flatten out the middle of the board a little bit. The aim of the wider nose and tail and that flatter profile is to give you better performance in average waves. So it's more of an everyday kind of board, if you like. Having the wide point a bit further forward in the board as well, it makes it more drivey, and most importantly helps with paddling and wave catching. What Pyzel's done with the volumes, quite clever. He's got the volumes running close to the stringer under your chest, and with some manufacturers that inevitably ends up with chunkier rails. But he's managed to keep the rails fairly thinned out, especially as you go back into the tail about here. So the board is still responsive, even though it's a poorer wave or more average wave board. It's perfect for waves waist to a little bit overhead, probably, when you'd be thinking of snapping out the Ghost or other better wave board. Nice little squash, as you can see. The rocker line is still fairly flat into the front of the board, again for paddle power and to carry the speed through flatter sections of the wave, but it's still got quite a bit of lift in the tail for this kind of board. Ordinarily you'd think that would slow the board down a bit if the conditions aren't perfect, but what it does in conjunction with the concave, the rail line, the wider nose and the little bit more width into the tail is give you that little bit more release, making it easier to turn if conditions aren't brilliant. It's a really nice little all-rounder, a perfect complement to the Ghost as your better wave board, and it's a big hit already. It's going to be a super popular board. Size-wise, normal volume. If you ride 35 litres in your everyday kind of board, then the 6.2 a bit above 35 would be fine for you. Fin-wise, it comes as a thruster only. FCS 2 fin setup. Neo Glass Performers from FCS are the perfect fin for this kind of board. A little bit stiffer than the cheaper stuff, but not too stiff like the carbon fins, where it kind of overpowers the board a little bit, those fins do, and make it a little bit straight liney. So the Pyzel Phantom, if you're looking for a board to sit above your down and dirty groveler, but below your good wave board, look no further. A fantastic option. You can of course customise it, order exactly dims or fin system you'd like, turnaround times 3 to 4 weeks, buy it on 0% finance or trade in an old board against it at Boardshop. All the details are on the website. The Pyzel Phantom, your go-to mid-range board, waist to a bit overhead for an improving intermediate or a decent surfer. It will get the job done and it will put a smile on your face, we guarantee.